So this month we are going to talk about early Mesoamerican and Central American cultures. So these archaic cultures were between the Paleo-Indian hunters and the people who had some combination of pottery making, burial mound construction, and garden technology. And this started again, same time period we were covering last month, between 8000 and 2000 BC. So agriculture in this area began in about 5000 BC, and over the next 1000 years created low intensity crops like chili peppers, avocado, beans, corn. Small cobs of corn have been discovered that dated to around 3000 BC. So villages did not become common until the early formative period, which was about 3800 BC, after corn was domesticated. And village life at this time was based on the extended family. It had parents and their children and those children's families, and everybody worked together to provide the labor force. Villages were organized into large units based on ceremonial centers, and that sometimes featured flat-topped pyramids. So groups such as the Olmec are known for colossal carvings of stone heads, and they developed large, prosperous towns. These cultures then evolved into the Maya, the Toltec, and the Aztec empires. So one of the big things we talk about in these cultures is pottery making. There are Mesoamerican figurines and ceramic vessels that have been found from 2500 BC. So the making of these vessels continued to flourish throughout contemporary times. So this has been a tradition that was passed down and continues to shape the craft making wares that are created all over Central and South America. These vessels are incredibly elaborate and sculptural. If you haven't looked these up, please do so. So traditional Mesoamerican ceramics were made using coil, slab, and pinch techniques, and were fired in outdoor pits. Eventually potter's wheels and kilns and glazes were introduced, but the very simple slab, pinch, coil techniques still are heavily used. So I'm going to drop some other resources to learn about Mesoamerica and Central America and the unique art that was created in each area. It's so broad I can't go over it all in a short video, so I want you to click these links below to do some additional research for yourself, and let me know in the comments what art from each of these cultures really inspired you, and if there is something that you didn't know about that you learned about through this video and through these links below. So what I would like for us to focus on this month is how art has emerged from our relationship to the land. So as we mentioned, pottery was influenced, the art on the pottery was influenced by the agricultural crops that were being grown. And as humans, we have been creating art with our hearts and our hands, right? It's what makes us human. We've talked about that. Ancient Mesopotamia showed us that our connection to the spiritual realm really intertwines with our need to communicate with each other if we're going to live in close proximity, right? So through Mesoamerican and Central American art, we can really see that our experiences as creative human beings are shaped by the natural environment. We are in a space, that space shapes us and shapes the work that we make. So I want us to think about how do we transform natural materials to create the art that we make? And then how do we honor those materials through the art that we make? And then how do we use ingenuity to really turn those natural materials into additional tools that can support our community? So tell me in the comments below, what of these questions are you really toying with in your own art? And then please let me know if you have additional questions. I'm here to support you. I look forward to talking more about Mesoamerica and Central America throughout the coming weeks with you.